Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Rainbow Tarot UK here. Hope everyone's doing really well. It's lovely to have you here joining me for a pick a card reading, and today we're doing, the person on your mind. What are their feelings and where do they see the connection going? Where do they see it headed? So we've got our three piles as usual. We've got pile number one, which is this card, and it says fall into my arms, with the turquoise howlite here. There we go. And then you have pile number two, which is this card, and it says double mission. I don't know if you can just see it, there's some light on that there, yeah, double mission. And that is with the pink agate stone, all right. And then pile number three is the this card here, it says trust the timing, and that is with calcite. Little calcite stone here. So there you go. Those are your three piles. Go for the one that feels right, that's calling to you. That's probably your pile. And I will see you very soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, welcome back to your reading. If you're new, then a lovely warm welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber or viewer, then thank you so much for coming back and having another reading with me and being loyal to me and my channel. I really appreciate that. So today we're doing the person on your mind, your person of interest, of romantic interest. What are their feelings, and how, where do they see the connection going? Where do they see it headed? So we have this card, or you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is a lovely card actually. It says fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Right, okay, and the turquoise howlite here. There we go. So let's get some oracle cards out, shall we? Yeah, so let's so as I do that, like I always say, just remember it is a general reading. It's not a one-to-one reading just for you. It is for the collective. So there's bound to be a few messages that don't resonate. If that is the case, then please do remember that it might be for somebody else. But if the whole reading feels a little bit off, then maybe you'll drawn to another pile, because that can sometimes happen. Or you can look at all the other readings that are on my channel, which are organised into playlists. And I'm pretty certain I've got a lot of readings with, person on your mind, feelings, what their feelings, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's get straight to it. So let's ask. First of all, we're going to look at what are their feelings, and then we're going to look at where the connection is going. Where do they see the connection going? So let's ask, what is pile number one's person's feelings right now about pile number one? What are their feelings right now about pile number one? What are their feelings, please, right now about pile number one? I feel like that one is speaking to me, so I'm going to take it. Let's see what this one is. This one is anger. Okay, so we have anger. There's a lot of red here. Okay. What are their feelings towards pile number one right now, please? What are their feelings towards pile number one right now, please? Let's have a look at this and see. We have inspired. So this shows light and shade. So it's come out on the light side, which is inspired, and then the shade is unimaginative. Okay, so that's interesting. There might just be a lot of energy. They might be feeling a lot of energy. They may be feeling some anger. But we've also got inspired here. So it might be as well, because it's funny actually, because in this card it says holding the opposites, extremes of life. So I did feel like there's a sort of a dichotomy of energy, really, a sort of an opposite in energy, really. So it could be that you trigger them, but they also inspire them in some way. So that could also be what's going on here. I might actually just bring those down. Okay, so let's have a look now. Just want to make sure we see our little turquoise howlite there. So yeah, let's get out. Do we want to have another tarot card? Do we want to have another oracle card? Let's have one of these ones actually. So what are their feelings for pile number one right now, please? What is pile number one's person's feelings for pile number one right now, please? What are their feelings? Oh, what's that one? Karmic message. And this might be a little bit of a karmic connection going on here, which does involve, or can involve, a little bit of triggering. a little bit of opposites, a little bit of chaser, runner, push-pull type energy. So it could be that there's some of that going on in this connection. I'm just going to put that there actually, maybe up here. So let's get the tarot out. That's how we're really going to know. So how does... Oh, it could be that they feel very drawn to you, that there's a pull towards you with the karmic connection here. So how does pile number one's person feel about pile number one right now? What are their feelings for pile number one right now, please? So we have, three that have come out here. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. Makes sense. Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands with the word love on it. What are their feelings for pile number one right now, please? So we have two here. We have the Emperor and we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of what I was saying. And we have the Lovers. So you've got two cards here and you've got the karmic. This person definitely feels that this connection is fated. The Lovers is, and the Four of Wands is like twin flame type energy, really. It's definitely twin flame type energy. But with twin flame connections, that can be triggering. It can be triggering until both people have kind of ascended, they've healed enough, they've evolved, they've developed, because, you know, you're part of the same soul, and you will trigger each other. So this person might be feeling this connection trigger them, but it is an incredibly significant connection and they have a lot of love for you. And there's a strong pull. But I think like this person feels sometimes it's lacking. So it could be that it goes in cycles as well. Like you come together, you pull apart. Or there's a lot of ups and downs to the connection. It's not a smooth running connection. So sometimes it feels inspiring. Other times it feels triggering. It makes them angry. Sometimes they feel like they're not getting a lot. But then at other times, they're just ecstatically happy with the Four of Wands. They feel like you and them are meant to be. The Seven of Wands centre in your reading shows challenges. So Seven of Wands is a card of challenge, 100%. So I feel like this person does feel like this connection is a little bit challenging for them. But the Seven of Wands is always a card of someone feeling like they've got the capacity to overcome those challenges. And because we see this love here, right on this chest, so this person does feel a lot of love for you, but for some reason, and it feels a little bit stuck, or it feels like they have to break free of some constraint or something like that, because this person is trying to break free from being imprisoned, or being constrained. So it might be that there's a little bit of push-pull in this connection. Maybe somebody wants control, maybe there's some control in the situation, there's some power games, there's some I want to say a bit of manipulation maybe, but it's all of that triggering that can go on with two people where there's a strong pull, because they do have like a twin flame type energy, and an intensity to it. And then when they come together, because of that intensity, because of that pull, because of that passion, it's difficult unless they're both very, very evolved souls. It will mean that it kind of comes together and it goes poof, and then it has to pull apart. So it has that kind of feel to it, and I think that's what this person is feeling. So it's a very intense. Their feelings are very intense for you, for sure. They have love for you. They feel this connection, for sure. There may be some choices involved in this connection as well. So this person may be feeling there's some choices, or because the Lovers can often denote a choice. But I feel like this person, sometimes this person wants to take charge of the connection. Maybe they're a little bit too controlling with the Emperor here, because this Emperor's controlling all these people here, aren't they, with their strings, sort of having complete control. So maybe this person is either controlling or they feel controlled by you. It could be that's that sort of power game element that's going on maybe in the connection, some sort of like... But there's such a passion between the two of you. There's such an attraction. There's such a sense of. I think that you both know that this connection can grow, but it's like overcoming the challenges. So I feel like this person feels like this connection has huge potential and it can grow, but there's something about it which they feel a bit challenged by, and maybe they want to break free of those challenges, break free of those constraints. And they sometimes feel lack in the situation. So it could be that sometimes you do fall apart, or they just don't feel, they feel a sense of lack in the situation. But there is this love, this intense love. So it could be that some of you are in separation from this person, or you're in a period or a cycle of separation from them. That could also be what's going on. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of, so I would say their feelings are intense. They are sometimes opposites. They are, can be up and down. They may be a bit, maybe the situation is volatile. Maybe it's just too much for them sometimes and they have to pull away and have their space. But they definitely do feel that intensity with you and that strong connection. And maybe that frightens them a little bit and they need to somehow keep control. With the Emperor card here, maybe they need to keep control. Maybe there's a issue with them about being a bit frightened of commitment, or frightened of being too hemmed in, or something like that. But yeah, they definitely know that you are that sort of intense connection for them. So we have, what do we have here? So we have Aries, we have Leo. We have Aries, Leo, and we have Sagittarius with all these wands here. We've got Taurus, we've got Gemini, and we've got Aries again with the Emperor. There's a lot of heat, a lot of passion in their feelings for you. They have a lot of desire. There's a lot of chemistry. They feel very attracted to you, for sure. Let's get a charm out. So what are their feelings for pile number 1 right now? What are their feelings? I've got a couple here. This is like a little, this just reminded me of that Bambi, you know, that film. Some of you might not be old enough, but there was a little film, it was a film many years ago when I was a young girl, a child, called Bambi. And it was about, it's a Walt Disney film. It's probably one of the loveliest but saddest Walt Disney films you'll ever see. It always makes me cry. But it always reminds me of innocence, because Bambi was very innocent. So maybe this, you know, so this and pure. So I feel like this person does have pure feelings for you. This is almost like telling me, it's like a wing, isn't it? It's like an angel's wing. So I do feel that there's some sort of spiritual. This person feels there's some sort of spiritual connection. Maybe they're hoping that the connection is protected or has some sort of spiritual protection. I'm going to put it on the 4 of Wands there, and then we have the seahorse. Now the seahorse is something that kind of like it just goes with the current, goes with the flow. So maybe this person is hoping that this connection will be able to eventually kind of like level out and stable out and be less up and down, really, because I feel like this connection might be a bit up and down for this person, or their feelings might be a bit up and down. Maybe they're thinking, I'd like it to be in a position where I could just go with the flow, I could just relax in my feelings. There, okay, so let's now look at where do they see the connection going. So where do they see this connection going? Where does pile number 1's person see this connection going? Where do they see it going? So we have Make a Wish. Okay, lovely. It's a lovely card, actually. Make a Wish. Let's have another oracle card. Where do they see it going? Where do they see this connection going, please? Where do they see it going? I've got that one there. I'm going to take that one out. Community, 39. All right, and we've got a little family scene there, haven't we? We've got a family scene. A lot of, yeah, okay, that's a nice one. Okay, so let's see one more. Where do they see this connection going? I might actually just move these down here, so I've got a little bit more room for this one. These are bigger ones, these ones. Where do they see this connection going, please? Where do they see the connection going? Where do they see the connection going for lovely pile number 1? Where do they see it going? Create. Beautiful. Create. Make a wish. Okay, let's get the tarot out before we say anything. Where do they see this connection going? Where does pile number 1's person see this connection going? Where do they see it going, please? So we have 5 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Cups. Right, okay. And we have the Fool. Well, they definitely see this connection. If you're in separation from this person, and some of you might be, or if it's sort of like going through a tough time, or you're in a separation cycle or something. The overarching energy is the Fool, and right next to the word create, which tells me that they want to create a new beginning, It might be a little bit risky, a little bit of they're taking a little bit of a risk here because that is the Fool, but they want a new beginning. That's what they're looking to create, a new beginning. That's almost like a sentence on its own, to create a new beginning with you, a new start. I would say that this is what they're really hoping and dreaming and wishing for. And again, it's number 1. So it's a start of something, a new journey, a new start with you, which is a dream for them, would be like a wish fulfillment for them. That is where they see this connection. So they see this connection being a wish fulfillment, and for it to begin again with you in I would say in a committed way, because this card is a card of community and it shows this little family scene. So I would say this person, and funnily enough, 3 and 9 is 12, 12, 1 and 2 comes down to 3. So it makes me feel that I would see this person wants this kind of situation to be committed, for you to grow a family with this person, for you to have a family with this person. Maybe there has been a third person in this connection that could have brought it down. That could be what's going on as well. But this person is now looking to have a new beginning with you. There has been disappointment. So from disappointment, which is the 5 of Cups here, I think this person, there was disappointment in this connection for this person, or for both of you, or for you as but this person is wanting to, with all these other cards, I think, come away from the focus on what's gone wrong and move towards the 2 of Cups, which is what's behind them there. And the central is the 6 of Cups. And you've got, in your reading it's pretty incredible, because you've got the 4 of Wands, and you've got the 6 of Cups, and you've got the Lovers. So this is, all of these cards denote soulmate, twin flame connections. So this person sees this connection being something that they really want to build. And it could be that you had a connection with them before, if you're in separation, and they see its kind of history, its potential, the deep, deep love that they have for you. And they want to have that again. They want to start that again. So if that came into separation, or if that was questioned or challenged, they don't want that anymore. So what they would like to do is move, maybe from being somebody who was kind of a little bit selfish with the Knight of Wands here, a little bit all out for themselves, a little bit of just getting what they want, albeit very passionately, to the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is somebody who is very mature, very self-aware, has a lot of love, incredibly wise, very, very caring. So I feel this person sees this connection maturing. I think that's what this person feels, that this new beginning will be a more mature connection for the 2 of you. It'll be a more stable connection. It'll be a more loving connection. It will be, and maybe they're thinking that in order for them to not feel this sense of lack or being out in the cold, they need to be more loving. They need to be more caring. And that is what they want to be. And that is where they see the connection heading, in a more loving direction, with the King of Cups here, in a more wise, caring, committed. So it's less, which I think it might have been, less kind of like triggering, less intense, less highs and lows, much more stable. I feel like this person sees this situation being much more stable, and I feel that they think that's going to happen because with the Page of Pentacles, that is a card of learning, and this person is also holding a book here underneath the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this person is wanting both of you to learn from past mistakes, to communicate with each other, to maybe remember what's important in the connection, remember how much you mean to each other, and communicate better with the book here. And be wiser with each other, less reactive, and more open to conversation, communication in a mature sort of adult way, really, which is what I would see with the 6 of Cups. So to overcome the disappointment and then to move into something much more stable and settled and loving, less selfish, but with the same amount of passion and attraction, because this person does feel the same amount of passion and attraction for you. But there's some learning that has to happen with the Page of Pentacles here. There's some growing up that needs to happen between the 2 of you. so that you maybe both accept your, you know, your good parts, your bad parts, you talk it through, you you know, you don't react and then just kind of explode and then come back together, react and then explode and then fall apart and all that kind of stuff. It's much more mature. This person is seeing that this connection can move in a much more mature way, have a new beginning if you learn from past mistakes and you talk things through and you're less reactive, really. I think that's probably what where they see this connection go. So they definitely see this connection as something that they want to begin again. It is or have as a new beginning. It is a wish fulfillment for them with this, you know, this kind of this fairy blowing on this dandelion here, you know, that little weed that you could blow on to make a wish with. Okay, so let's get out some charms. So where do they see this? Where do they see the connection going? What have we got here? We've got, it's protected again. So we didn't have something else about being protected. No, we didn't. But I feel with the hands a hand, this person feels that they want this connection to be protected. Again, this is like a little gecko or a lizard. Now these are, it always reminds me of regeneration, because when the tails lose their tails, it grows back really quickly. So I feel like this, with many of you, this might be reconciliation or regeneration of the situation. Again, a butterfly is, let's transform it. There's a transformation here, a new beginning. And the bee tells me, this is like a little bee, that tells me that they want to work hard. They're willing to work hard to repair and fix whatever has gone wrong. Let's get some messages out here for pile number 1 in their person. What message cards do we have for them, please? We have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So this might be a bolt out of the blue that they are, you know, something like this is going to happen, really. It could be that you're in separation from this person. This person wants to come back to you and say, I want a new beginning with you. Maybe that would be an absolute shock. Wow, engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, complete union. Oh, I've got one underneath there. Let's go for that one. And then we have, what did I say? Talking. Interested, conversing more, weighted messages, arrives, text, call, email. What's that? Hoovering. What does that mean? Hoovering. Quite sure what I'm not quite sure. I think it says hoovering, but I'm not quite sure what that means within the context of talking. But anyway, that's all good stuff. So again, that says to me commitment, and it comes right under this. Funny, it's been, I didn't mean to, but it's been placed right under the 6 of Cups. So something about this person wanting renewed commitment or wanting commitment, that might be a bit of a shock to you. And it comes through healing, through talking, through learning. Again, this girl is looking at a laptop. Is making me think of study, of learning, a bit like the Page of Pentacles. But anyway, in terms of astrological signs as well, just before I go, we've got Scorpio, we've got all of the earth signs of Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, we've got Scorpio again, we've got all of the fire signs of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, and all the water signs. Gosh, I think we've got them all, haven't we? Apart from the air signs of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces again. So there you go, pile number 1, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. Please do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you always know when my readings come out straight away. That'd be great. But otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, welcome back to your reading. If you are new, then thank you so much for joining me and trying my channel out. And if you're a returning viewer, then a big warm welcome again to coming back and, you know, showing your loyalty to me and the channel. I really appreciate that. So today we're doing, aren't we, person on your mind, your person of romantic interest. What are their feelings towards you and where do they see the connection going? So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which says double mission. It says light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Okay, it's a beautiful card actually. And the pink agate here. Okay, there we go. Lovely. So let's put that there. And then let's get out some oracle cards. And I'm just going to say as well, you know, it's a general reading. It isn't a one-to-one reading just for you. It is general, so a few people are going to, you know, watch it. So if you have the odd message that doesn't resonate, then please just remember that it's probably for somebody else. But if the whole reading feels off, and again, I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, then you might want to listen to another pile if you felt drawn to it. or you can go and listen to any one of my readings on my channel. I have so many, and they're all organised into playlists, so you don't have to look too far to listen to other readings. And also, I also have readings, suggested readings at the beginning of this video, at the end of the video, so you know, like, you might want to look at those as well. So there's lots to choose from. So anyway, so let's ask. So first of all, what we're going to do, like we did in pile number 1, we're going to look at what their feelings are for you, and then we're going to take a look and see where they see the connection going. So for pile number 2, for lovely pulling up pile number 2, so what, you know, what are their feelings for pile number 2? What's their person's feelings for them? What is their person's feelings for them right now? What are their feelings for them? How are they feeling about pile number 2? So let's see. Let's take that one. So we have flow. Beautiful. It's a beautiful turquoise colour, isn't it? Lovely flow. Okay. Right, okay. And then let's have another one of these. So what are their feelings for pile number 2 right now, please? How are they feeling about pile number 2? Let's see, how are they feeling? Let's have a look and see. Inspired. Now, funny enough, this one came out in pile number 1, and it's really interesting because in pile number 1 we had the turquoise Howlite, and when I saw that card I thought, oh yeah, that reminds me of the turquoise Howlite in pile number 1, but I won't say it. But here it's come out, so obviously I think there might be a correlation between this pile and pile number 1, but only if you feel drawn to it. And it's obviously these cards show light and shade. So this has come out on the light side, and then the shade side, or the shadow side of that, will be unimaginative. So we have flow and we have inspired. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to have one more card. I'm going to have this card out, actually. What are their feelings right now for pile number 2? Let's see what this one is. We have message to pass on. So they might want to connect with you, pass on a message, an important message. They might want to communicate with you, depending on where you are in this situation. I don't know where you are. But anyway, let's get out some tarot, because that's how we'll know a bit more, won't we? We'll get a bit more detail with the tarot. So let's do that. So how is pile number 1's person feeling about pile number 1 right now? How are they feeling? So we have, oh, the 5 of Swords. The 8 of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Star. Okay, and what's at the bottom? The Temperance card. The overarching energies. I feel like this person is somehow wanting balance in this situation, because we've got flow, which is reminding me of things being even tempered, just flowing, just going in a good way, just flowing as they should, you know, that whole idea of go with the flow. And then you've got temperance, which is balance, which is the overarching energy. But what I see here is a little bit of a few issues, really, if I'm honest. So I think this person, it may be that the situation is in a bit of a kind of make or break situation, or there's been a breakup in some way, because we have the 5 of Swords here. Now the 5 of Swords generally mean it's kind of card of winners and losers, and it's coming usually after a battle, and it's coming right next to the 8 of Cups, which is walking away from something. So it could be that for many of you in this situation, this person is maybe feeling like they've lost out in some way. The situation has gone from them. Maybe it was a heavy situation, but with the Star card and right next to the Temperance, I feel like this person is wanting healing. The Star is about healing, hope and healing. So I feel like this situation has either come into separation with the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, or it's really going through a bit of a tough time with the 10 of Wands here. Yeah, the 10 of Wands, it's like a tough situation, but it's normally the end of a tough situation. And normally in this one as well, this person is holding all these beautiful flowers. Instead of being weighed down with anything really awful, she's being weighed down with these beautiful flowers. So it makes me feel this person still sees hope in this connection, or there's still love in this connection for them. The King of Swords makes me think that they feel like they want to come up with a plan or a strategy, and maybe with a message to pass on. They want to somehow connect with you, communicate with you. They've got something important to say to you. maybe about how the connection can be healed, how it can be made better, what their plan is with this King of Swords here. Because the King of Swords is about strategies and plans, but it's also about truth, honesty. And with all this light here coming next to the star, because funny enough, she's got the star here, and then this King of Swords, which in this deck, the kings and the queens are often, there's 2 cards for each king or each queen. And this is the female version or the feminine version. And she's got all these stars on her dress and she's holding a wand. So both these images are holding a wand. So it's making me feel this person is feeling like they want to make a wish. They want the wish for this situation to be healed, for it to light up again. Something about lighting it up again. So maybe it's been in the dark, maybe it's been in the darkness, or maybe it's been in a dark place or a difficult place. It might be as well that with this person having a rose over half her face, that some of this situation is hidden. So maybe you're not connected to each other. Maybe it's a no contact situation. Maybe there was some shadow element to the connection that brought it into separation or caused difficulties in it or caused it to come apart. But again, because she's holding this rose and it's reminding me of love. So even in the dark times, even in the shadowy times, this person feels love for you. And look, we've got the 2 swans here. Swans mate for life. Now in this 8 of Cups as well, funnily enough, it might have been that this person didn't want to walk away from the situation, or they don't want the situation to split up. They don't want the situation to come into separation. Because in this 8 of Cups, which is a very interesting depiction, you have all these 2s, don't you? 2 butterflies, 2 little birds, 2 little dragonflies, 2 swans, and swans mate for life. So I feel like, you know, and then there's just this 1 ladybird. I feel like this person wants to be in a situation with you, even though you might be in separation, or you might be on the verge of separation, or you might be going through a difficult time, or maybe it's heavy. This person still feels love. Look at these flowers. They still feel love. Look at this 2s is all about partnership. They still feel the love for you. And they are wishing and hoping and dreaming for balance, for things to flow better, for it to, with the inspired, for it to be for it to be inspired again, for it to regenerate, have renewed hope, renewed vision, if you know what I mean. So 3 and 8, again, 3 and 8 is 11, and 11 cancels down to 2. This card is number 38. So this person is still very much thinking of you and them as a partnership, even if you're not with them. They desperately want healing. They feel a lot of love for you. They feel a lot of love, certainly. Yeah, something about a wish. You would be like a wish coming true, a wish, a dream, and balance. They feel like they want the situation to be more balanced. Now, in terms of, so 5 of Swords is Aquarius. Then we have Pisces. Then we have Sagittarius. Then we also have Libra and Gemini. Aquarius again. Let's see. Get our charms out, how they feel about pile number 2 right now. Oh, I've only got 1 out there. Again, you see a little deer like this came out in pile number 1. And that is about, these little deers always remind me of purity and innocence and new beginnings. It's like they've got like an innocence to them. So I felt this person's thinking of somehow purifying the situation, or maybe clearing out the situation, or cleansing the situation, making it better somehow. So let us get out now some cards on where do I see the connection going. So where do I see this connection going? So where do I see the connection going with pile number 2? Where do I see it going? Where do I see the connection going with pile number 2, please? So we have let love be your beacon. Beautiful. Let love be your beacon. Again, there's all that light, isn't there? It's like a beacon of hope. So I feel like they still have hope. Where do they see this connection going, please? Where do they see it going? Where do they see it going? We have pathway again. Look, all the butterflies, transformation, this pathway leading to the light. So maybe coming out of a period of darkness into light, like moving on, moving forward, getting over obstacles and hurdles and moving towards something better. But let us get this one here. Where do they see this connection going, please? Where do they see it going? Where does pile number two's person see this connection going? We have courage 43. Now 43, this is the elephant, right? So elephants generally have the power to remove whatever obstacles there are on their path. So I would say, and they do, so this is like have courage. So it might be tricky, it might be a difficult situation we're in, but we've got the power to remove the obstacles that are making our situation difficult or stagnant or holding it back or causing problems for it. Okay, so let's get out the tarot here. Where do they see this connection going, please? Where do they see it going? Where do they see the connection going? So we have the Tower, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Strength card, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Swords again. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So with the King and the Queen of Pentacles, those are counterpart energies. Okay. So this person sees you, and that's probably why you got the similarity to pile number one. Because pile number one had a lot of cards in it around soulmate, twin flame, that type of counterpart energy. So this person sees you and them as being able to be stable with each other. Because the King and the Queen of Pentacles is a very stable connection. It's a very down-to-earth connection. It's a very solid connection. Both those two people have a lot of wisdom. They want to create a very stable and solid future with each other. So this person is saying, we can do that. Now, there might have been, with the Tower here, some major issue that brought the connection down, because it comes under the Five of Swords. So maybe there was some major shocking event, maybe there was some betrayals, maybe there was a really difficult time. So I feel like this particular pile might have gone through a really difficult time, a difficult breakup for some of you, or you might be experiencing that now. You might be going through a really tough time with this person, almost on the point of this connection collapsing. It's losing its strength or something like that. But this person is still believing that you and them can repair that because you are counterparts, and this person wants this connection to survive. They know it's tricky with the Five of Swords here coming up again, because Five of Swords is about winners and losers. So they know that it is difficult. It's not an easy path to tread. That's probably why you've got to have courage, because there's a lot of, with the swords here, I feel like there might have been a lot of pain in this connection. There might be a lot of healing that needs to happen, and funnily enough, the Five of Swords is coming right under the Star, which is about healing. So I feel like there's, maybe with the Tower and the Five of Swords, there's been a lot of pain for both of you in this connection, or maybe for you, pile number two. And this person knows it's not going to be an easy ride to try and create balance again between the two of you. But that is how they see, how they see the connection going, that it's going to have a new beginning, and it's going to come out of something that they're going to communicate to you, some sort of plan, some sort of strategy, honesty, communication. Again, this is very similar to pile number one, although not exactly the same. But this is something about a new tangible beginning, and they feel that you and them have the strength to be able to overcome whatever problems or issues that you have, because this card, and again, it's through gentle, maybe through gentle communication, through being reasonable, through being not reactive, through being communicating with each other in an adult and way where you both sort of like, where you're both balanced, where you balance each other out. That is how they see this connect. That's how they think this connection is going to heal, really. It's through being balanced, through being strong, but not in a way where you're kind of reacting off each other, but in a way in which you are working together. There's reciprocated energy, really, where you're being reasonable, you're cooperating with each other. That's kind of how this person sees this connection being stable again, stable and balanced. That is what they want. But they know with the Have Courage and the Five of Swords and the Tower card that it isn't going to be easy. It's not a walk in the park. But that's why you've got let love be your beacon. What they're saying is, I want to remind you, let's get back to how we actually feel about each other. Let's get back to the love that we share, because that is what is going to sustain us through this difficult situation of moving forward, of healing. But I see lots of light. I think there's light at the end of the tunnel. I think there's light at the end of the pathway for transformation, because you can see all these butterflies. As you walk along the path of healing towards the light, it will transform. That is what this person is seeing. And that's where they want the connection to go, really. So we have King and the Queen of Pentacles, is obviously all the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Leo, again, we've just done all the earth signs there with the Ace of Pentacles. Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. So those are some of your zodiac signs. Let's see, where do they see the connection going, please? Let's see it headed. Got a couple here. So we have Horse, which reminds me of strength. So I feel like this person feels there's still a lot of strength and power in this connection. I feel like with the Turtle here, it's reminding me of slow. So I feel this person is seeing that the situation can be healed, but it has to be done slowly, because it might be that there's an awful lot to get through. So it can't be rushed. It has to be done slowly and with patience. Then we have, of course, the butterfly again. Yeah, the situation they wanted. And butterfly came out in pile number 1 in a charm, actually, as well, which is about transforming this situation. They want to transform this situation. I'm going to put it on there where there are all the other butterflies. And also butterflies here. And then we have the dinosaur. That makes me feel like this person sees this as a connection that's gone through many lifetimes. Maybe you've got a very strong soulmate, soul bond connection, and there's a lot of history to it. That's kind of what I would see with that one. Okay, so let us have some message cards here before we end with pile number 2. Any messages for pile number 1, pile number 2 in their person? I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. So maybe there you go. This is a let's get back to the beginning. Let's start again. Let's have a new. Let's date again. Let's do all that. Ascending, transcending obstacles. Again with the elephant here. Learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for unions. There's a lot about getting together again, isn't there? Keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Okay, and then we'll have one more. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Okay, so there you go, pile number 2. That has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you always know when I am uploading, and you get you get to see it straight away. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So it's so lovely to have you here joining me for this pick a card reading. If you are new to the channel, then thank you so much for just trying me out. I really appreciate that. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then thank you again for coming back and showing such loyalty to me and the channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So today we're doing the person on your mind. What are their feelings for you, and where do they see the connection going? So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which says trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on, time is not running out. Okay, so that's that card, and the Calcite here. There we go. So let's get out some oracle cards. Just want to say, as I did in the other 2 readings, this is a general reading. It's not a one-to-one reading just for you. So there might be the odd message that doesn't resonate. It could be that it's for somebody else that's actually watching. But if the whole reading feels off, and I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, then you might want to, go to one of the other piles if you feel attracted to one of the other piles. Or you can look at my very many readings on my channel. I've literally got tons and tons of readings, and they're all organised into playlists. So if you're new to my channel particularly, you might want to look at one of those. It's really not hard to find a reading on my channel. It's very organised. So you might want to check one of those out. But I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone's good and sending you lots of love and light, as I always do. But let's get straight to it. So for pile number 3, what is their person feeling about pile number 3 right now? What are they feeling? What are their feelings for pile number 3, please? So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to look at their feelings, and then we're going to go on and have a look at where they see the connection going. So we have rejection. Okay, so maybe they feel rejected, or maybe there has been rejection in this situation. What are their feelings for pile number 3, please? What are their feelings for pile number 3 right now? So we have passionate. So these cards show light and shades that come out on the light side, which is passionate, and the shadow side of that would have been indifferent. So we've got rejection and we've got passionate, and we've got trust the timing. Let's get out another one of these cards. So how are they feeling about pile number 3 right now, please? How are they feeling about pile number 3 right now? Let's see what that one is. Message of love. Interesting. So, okay, so let's get out the tarot before we say anything. So, how are they feeling about pile number 3 right now, please? How are they feeling about pile number 3? So we have the King of Swords. How are they feeling about pile number 3? We have the Six of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Hermit. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Right, and then what's we got here? The Eight of Swords. I feel they're a bit mixed up, if I'm honest. I feel like this person might be a little bit mixed in their feelings towards you. Because we do have passion here, but then we have rejection. So I feel like they are certainly attracted to you. I definitely feel like this person is very attracted to you with the passion here. They might be holding themselves back somehow in the connection with the rejection here. It might be that they're not, you know, they're not very, their feelings are a little bit up and down with the Wheel of Fortune here, because the Wheel of Fortune can be a card of not being predictable. So perhaps their feelings are up and down. They give mixed messages as well sometimes. The overarching energy is the Eight of Swords, which is a sense of being stuck. The Two of Swords, again, is this kind of like not sure. So they might be unsure of their feelings. Maybe sometimes they feel very passionate towards you, very loving towards you. And then other times with the Hermit card, they pull away and they retreat. Because the Hermit card is a card of separation, of being alone, of being on your own. And then we've got the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory and knowing. Here we've got the hummingbird, where the hummingbird always knows where to get its nectar. So I felt this person feels attracted to you, feels drawn to you, knows that you give them what they need, but they are unclear or unsure. It could be that this person fears commitment. It could be that this person fears commitment and they find it difficult to be stable and solid with the Wheel of Fortune here. It makes them feel stuck. But in a sense, it's, you know, it's not, you don't have to feel stuck in that situation. This angel can clearly get out of this cage, but they feel like if they're in something too tight or too committed, it makes them feel stuck. And that's why sometimes they feel they need their space with the Hermit card here. That could be how they are feeling. So then there's a mixture of feelings and they're not clear in their feelings, and that probably means that they don't give you clear messages. They give you mixed messages. They're unreliable. They could be unreliable for a lot of you. You don't necessarily know where you stand. But yet they still always sort of seem to search you out or come and find you, or you know, there's a kind of electrifying feeling when you're together, or yeah, you kind of light up. So I definitely think you light them up with this King of Swords here, with all these lights here. You know, you make them feel confident. There's a lot of energy, but there's something about this person that I think maybe it's a timing issue. Maybe it's just not the right time. With trust the timing. It's not if you're looking for a committed situation. So maybe at the moment this person isn't able to give you a committed situation, because I feel they're just too. undecided or scared. There might be a lot of fear with them, but you can see all these little hidden signs, you see. So in this card of being unpredictable, there's this heart here. And again, this person is holding the watch, she's holding this watch, which is about timing. So maybe it's just not the right time, or this person is thinking it's not the right time to be in a sort of committed situation with you. But there's still this little heart of love. And then you've got on this Two of Swords, which is this sense of, you know, not being sure, a little bit wishy-washy. You've got these two little birds, you know. So it says to me this person does care about you, but there's something in them that holds them back. And it might be their own thoughts that makes them think, oh, God, you know, I can't be in a committed situation. I'm not capable of that. I don't want that. And so it means that they then don't give clear... They're not giving clear messages, or they're not being reliable, or they're, you know, something like that. It's difficult for them because it's maybe a timing issue for them. It's not the right time for them. But they feel all this passion for you. They feel... and they also feel love for you, but something stops them with the rejection here, the cross. Something stops them from being able to get close. And it could be their own fear. Maybe they fear rejection. And you know that sometimes that people who are very insecure, and they fear rejection in a relationship. So in fact, what they do is they create a scenario whereby, you know, it's like they sabotage the situation, because deep down it's about their own insecurities, and so they sabotage the connection, and they behave in ways which makes the connection difficult to be in. You know, because maybe also they're thinking that deep down you might reject them, so they're going to kind of get in first. It's kind of, I feel like there's a lot of with this person, there's a lot of complexities to this person. Now, obviously, you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to, you know, just because this person has a lot of complexities. I feel like if you're on the receiving end of this, then it might be that they're very wishy-washy and that they're not really giving you much, or that they're not really being very reliable, or they're a little bit of hard work. So even though you might be that you have great chemistry and great passion, and you know, you both get a lot out of it physically, but there might be, you know, other things which means that it's not that great. So if you're on the receiving end of all of that, that's not a good place to be, really, is it? Even though there are little telltale signs that this person does actually care for you. But in a relationship, you need more than that, don't you? You need somebody to be able to be mature, to be able to communicate properly, to be able to be open with their feelings, you know, to be reliable, to be stable, to be honest. And I'm not sure this person is kind of able to do that at the moment, really. So in terms of zodiac signs, we've got all of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We've got Leo. We've got Libra again. We've got Virgo. And we have got Gemini. So let's see, what are their feelings for part number 3, please? What are their feelings? We have, see, look, we have the heart there, the 2 hearts. There is love in this situation. This person does feel love here, because we have message of love. We had the little dinosaur came out in pile number 2, actually. So that always reminds me of, obviously, because dinosaurs lived millions and millions of years ago. It just gives me a sense of, funnily enough, again, a sense of time, really. So maybe maybe they're feeling that there is some deep connection between the two of you, that it does go, you know, there is some soulful connection between the two of you, but there's somehow some fears within them. Then we have this little fairy. Well, that makes me think of wishes and dreams and hope. So maybe they're thinking that, you know, there is still a dream and a wish and a hope for them that you will be together at some point one day in a proper relationship. It'll be abundant, it'll be fully abundant with this bunny here. But I feel like there's something around timing with this person where they're just not ready for that just yet. But anyway, let's see in the tarot, see what that comes up with. Where do they see this connection going? Where does part number 3's person see this connection going? Gratitude and appreciation. Beautiful. Where do they see this connection going, please? Where do they see it going? Oh, something's just flipped over there. Here we go. Message. There's something about message. This person definitely wants to message you. Maybe you're in separation from this person with the Hermit card. Maybe some of you are in separation from this person. because you know, it's because somebody rejected somebody wasn't ready, there was commitment issues, there was a sense of stuckness, and maybe this person is wanting to send you a message, or maybe knowing that they need the situation, they're looking for the situation to have better communication, to be more appreciative of the situation maybe. Where do they see this connection going, please? Ask for help. Okay. All right, let's see. We've got in terms of tarot. Where do they see this connection going? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Where do they see this connection going? The Hanged Man right under the Two of Swords. Oh, the Three of Wands and the Chariot. And the Ten of Swords. Again, I've got to be honest here. This person is not somebody, I don't think, that you can really rely on. They're just not stable. So again, this might be somebody who just wants. It's one of those really infuriating people that you have relationships with, where you kind of know that there's something there, there's something deeper there between the two of you, but this, for whatever reason, and it's usually because of their own fears, insecurities, doubts, issues, stuff that they need to take responsibility for healing. It just means that they're not ready for a mature relationship. So if you're looking for a mature relationship which is committed, which is stable, where you can grow and evolve, then you're not going to get it with this person. I just need to be honest with you, because there might be a lot of passion, there might be love, there might be all of that, but you need more than that to be able to have a committed, stable connection which can develop. And this person is 1 minute wanting to start it with the Ace of Pentacles, then they want to end it, then they want to sit around, you know, with the Hanged Man. That's like about having time again on your own. So there's a lot of this person needing space. So this person, what I think this person is it probably comes together with you, you have a new cycle, then you trigger each other, or then they pull away, and then you have time apart. And then there's a lot of waiting around and wondering, are you going to get back together? What's going to happen? A lot of stagnancy, and you might be in that situation at the moment. And then with the Chariot, there's all full throttle, all speed ahead in terms of beginning a new cycle again, which comes under the Wheel of Fortune, right? So it makes me feel this person, it's not the timing is not right for this person to be in a stable, committed situation. They are not able to do it. Now, if you're okay with the cycles, but I suspect there's probably a lot of pain, because we've got the Five of Swords, which is about pain. So when you go through those breakups with this person, or those difficulties with this person, you know, I suspect maybe you come off worse than they do, or you feel it more than they do. So you've got to say to yourself, you know, do you want to go through that again? And you're just left hanging. I feel that this person just leaves you hanging with their doubt and their insecurities and their fears, and you know, but then keeps you interested by giving you, you know, pulling you back a little bit by maybe offering something which might be passion or a message or something like that draws you back in again. But and it all starts up again. But the overarching energy is the Ten of Swords, which is, look at this Ten of Swords, which is pain. There's a lot of pain in that Ten of Swords. And maybe at the moment the situation is that you are in a situation which is come to an end. You know, there's been a lot of pain with all this blood here with the Five of Swords. Now with the Ten of Swords, normally there is a little glimmer of hope, but in this particular Ten of Swords, you can't really see the light at all. It's all focused on it being, you know, sort of dead, really. So dead and difficult and painful. So I feel like, if I'm absolutely honest, pile number 3, and I'm just going to be, because that's what the key cards are showing me, this person does care for you. There is passion, but they know they're not able, from these cards here, or they don't want this connection to move forward in a stable, they don't see it moving forward in a stable way. They see it being going through cycles maybe of beginnings and then endings and then beginnings again. They're not looking, or they don't see the connection of being something that they want to have a stable situation with. Because, and I think it's got a lot to do with just their makeup, their inability to get close for any period of time, emotionally close, really. Because I'm just noticing we don't have any cups in this reading at all, and cups denote emotions and feelings. There are messages of love, 2 cards that said messages of love, but I feel like a lot of that is probably about them trying to recover and get the cycle going again, but it's not necessarily to sustain it. I think it's all very, you know, there might be long times apart, and then you get back together and it's, you know, very passionate, all the rest of it, and then they pull they've got the Hanged Man and the Hermit, both cards of pulling away, of being on your own, of you know, of not, of things hanging, of there being a sense of, a sense of sort of frustration, really. And also the 3 of Wands is very much a card of waiting, and then suddenly the Chariot is all full speed ahead. So I just think this person is not interested in a long-term, committed, solid connection. They're interested maybe in a cycle where they have a lot of passion with you, where they maybe have some fun times with you, or they maybe connect with you briefly, and then they pull away because the timing is, this person just isn't in the right time to have a solid or stable connection. Let us get out. Where do I see the connection going? Again, you see, look, you've got the mask there, which makes me feel that maybe they are, you know, maybe they wear a mask, maybe they, you know, they don't show they're not maybe honest. Maybe there's something about them that they're something that they're hiding. I feel there might be a lot of them not showing themselves fully, hiding somehow behind the mask, really. Book tells me that they need to learn a lot, they need to heal a lot. This is a book. I don't think I've ever had this charm come out, but I feel like this is like ask for help. This person might be somebody that needs guidance, some, you know, or needs to be more experienced somehow, or needs to be more mature, really. Let's get out some message cards. Message cards for pile number 3 in their person, please. Message cards, what do we have here? Girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Oh dear. And then what have we got? Boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. What else do we have? These 2, let's see what they are. The runner, exactly, the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to the ego. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. This person fears intimacy. They can't really get close. That, you know, so I think for you, you might want to think about whether you want to, whether this person is somebody that you want to entertain, really. And then you have karmic relationship again. Fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. And the karmic relationship is something that you are pulled into often, because there's something to learn with the book. There's something to learn. And then both people keep going backwards and forwards to that. And until you learn that lesson, you keep getting drawn into that dynamic. Now, when one of you learns the lesson, and when you do learn that lesson, you realise, or you feel that it's not like a soulmate or a twin flame thing. It's more like you've learnt the lesson and you no longer feel that attraction towards that person or that connection, because you've learnt what you needed to learn from that dynamic. And that could be what's going on with this situation. But anyway, so we have Pisces, we have Aries, we have Cancer, we have Aquarius, and we have all the earth signs of Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. And we have Gemini. So those are just some of the star signs. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you always know when I'm uploading and you get it straight away. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.